Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm here again as your son and brothers in a concerned Nigeria. So I'm greeting you with the peace of the Lord to be upon everyone. So as you all know that I always talk about the security, insecurity, the political space of Nigeria, and some others or currency that is really, going on in Nigeria. So I'm here to little bit talk about what Senator Abaribe talked about in the National Assembly about pointing fingers to the past predecessors. This has become a pattern for Nigerian politicians when they are failing in their duty, when they are unable to fulfill the promise or to carry on their responsibility as a government. So they always point accusing finger to their predecessors, which has been the pattern for years, especially this APC government. When Jonathan was there, all the people in APC today, the major stakeholder of APC, they work against Jonathan. They talk a lot of things. Now the bandit is there, the insecurity is there. And according to what Senator Abaribe said, he was totally right. That during the Jonathan, even for the fact that a well-meaning Nigeria condemned the insecurity under Jonathan then, but today it's very alarming. But still, the government of the day, if instead for them to hold to their responsibility, to accept they are incapacitated of doing things right, instead for them to accept that they are failing in their responsibility, the fact is the case, they go by appointing fingers. That this what happened in the past, this what happened, this and that. But they forget that they promise they can do it. That is why they came to campaign, and either way around, people voted for them or they find themselves to be in the post today. But whatever it may be, they are in the government. They should be able to do more better than their predecessor. But mere looking at what is going on today, it shows that even their predecessor is even more better than them. They did more better than them. Let's listen to what Senator Abaribe have to say, whether he was right about his comment or not. It's left for Nigeria to judge on that. But as for me, I know he was absolutely right with what he said. Let's listen.
South. The writer, George Orwell, made a very profound statement, which I will quote. He says that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act. We are being told every day to be patriotic. We are being told here that we shouldn't say anything against. We are being told that, oh, you shouldn't talk about the past. You should focus on the present. Yet, on this floor, rather than focus on what we're supposed to talk about, we go back to say, oh, during 2015, oh, the Chibok girls happened, and oh, we are now rescuing people. People were not rescued at that time. During Chibok, 17 local governments in Katsina were not having parleys with bandits. People in Kebbi were not leaving all the rural areas and coming to only the urban areas to stay. People in Niger were not being kidnapped. So why do we need to? At any time we need to talk about the present issues of today. We go back to start to look for excuse for our failures of today. I only want to say, let us do the right thing. We're not blaming this government for what they are finding itself, but it is the government in power, and they should do the right thing. What are the right things? We take only one example. The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened, and no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament, and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy, then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues. I rest my case.
To be their representative, to speak for them where they cannot speak, to make life so better for them. That is why they voted you in, to secure their life, because that is the primary responsibility of any government. For the life, to the security of the life and property of the citizen. But see how many years we've been dealing with insecurity in Nigeria, and Nigeria failed. Nigeria failed. Nigeria government, don't let me say Nigerian, Nigeria government failed to do anything about it, because many of them in the government, they are part and parcel of this terrorist group. They are the one underground sponsoring them. So let's listen to what this senator said and see for yourself that these people don't care about me and you. They only care about themselves. Let's listen.
Order that has been given, I think, if we are not careful, there will be more now, because I watched a film of a video of one of the kidnappers or bandits boasting that they are going to get the head of the Mr. President, they are going after politicians, and they are going after, and these people are all repentant. Mr. Speaker, respect colleagues, I want to say that without missing words. So I want to appeal that order, there's need to review that order. The withdrawal, that order that has been given.
I'm going to talk about young guy that, that God really bless in what he does. Because I believe it's God that bless him, not that, he really worked for it. But God just showed him mercy, and it become what it is today. But why I'm going to talk about him is this. For those of you that always believe men of God of today, all of them are the same, that we believe whatever they say, everything is lies. We can see with our own eyes now that these things are not lies, these are truths. As I said in my last video, that I so much believe in the spirituality in Christendom and in Yoruba tradition and culture. When they tell you something, be serious about it. But I'm not blaming this boy too much. I blame his mother and people around him. Because the boy is still young. He's still young. But regardless how old he is supposed to have a sense of his own too. This pastor already talked about the incident that just happened to Peller this month. Exactly the way this man of God said is going to happen. That is how this thing come to play in our own very eyes. This same pastor was the one that talked about the guy that died in Ibadan, one guy, the comedian, that social accident is going to happen, is going to happen, is going to happen. Though he didn't mention the name of that guy, but the way the man stated everything, that is how he played. The same thing about the Peller now. The same way this man of God narrated everything in his prophecy, that is how everything was played when the incident happened. And for those that say, oh, they don't see anything good about Nigeria, they don't see anything, whatever God shows them, are you saying this? They shouldn't say it out? And if God showed them that, okay, this evil thing going to happen about a particular person in a country, they just a warning for whoever they prophesy about to see them and talk to God by him or herself and affect this thing. But instead for us to do that, we're going to be pointing accusing finger to our men of God. The same pastor was the one that saw something about Pasuma or Ganla Fuji. And thank God, Pasuma, as great as he is, he took to the advice and the prophecy. He did what he asked him to do. But in the case of Peller, the boy failed to do what he's supposed to do. And what he's supposed to do is to pray. And for his mother to stand up as a mother, and fight for her son. But I believe the mother, maybe Owambe, will never let them reason. The little money the boy was giving to her has already entered to her head for her not to be able to reason properly as a mother anymore. Now God has saved the boy from this calamity now, from the incident. But the pastor said another one still coming. So if he said about this one that happened and it happened the way he stated it, so are we still supposed to joke about the next one he talked about? So it's left for the mother of Peller to stand up as a good mother. That was the mistake Mohbad's mother and his father did. And they took their precious son, their glorious child, away from them. So nobody pray for that for Peller, but the mother need to do something fast before it's too late. Let's watch the video.
Sẹ́rí ọmọ tó ń pè ní Peller yẹn tó wà ní TikTok ẹ mọ̀ dáadáa. Sẹ́rí níwájú ọlọ́wọ́ àtẹ̀yìn Olúwa fi hàn wípé bọ́ọ̀ bá pray kán dẹ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn jòkó kí wọ́n rẹ tètè ẹ̀ kán bá sọ̀rọ̀ lójijì lẹ́kàn gbọ́ ní pé ọmọ yẹn l'accident. Ṣé wá rí accident tí mo rí it is an intentional act bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé nǹkan téèyàn mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ṣe eré àwàdà eré tó di òótọ́ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ ni. Ó dẹ̀ máa lágbára gan ìgbà tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní December ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ mo fọ́ lọ́n búra ẹ̀kọ́ déètì ní ilẹ̀ today is 23 of November ẹ̀kọ́ déètì ilẹ̀ by December you hear the news. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ní Nàìjíríà bí wòlíì bá sọ̀rọ̀ kàkà tó yẹ ká fèsì message a máa ṣépè a máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí messenger but èmi ò kíyà tó bá máa fi di December you hear the news. Now ṣé wá rè tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní December yẹn ó kéré gan o. The one that will happen in February accident méjì ni. First one will happen in December. Tó máa fi di February èyí tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ February àbúta ṣe wá rí ti February yẹn kò ní gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n ó lè sọdá láàbò ara. Now ó nídìí kan pé ọmọ ìjòkó kan bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó dẹ̀ já àdúrà nìkan máa gbàdúrà fún un. Bọ̀sẹ̀ mọ̀ pé bọ́wọ́ ọmọdé bá ti kan owó ó ní irú èèyàn tó lè bá sọ̀rọ̀. Bọ́wọ́ ọmọdé bá kan nǹkan àgbà ọjọ́ tọ́wọ́ ọmọdé bá ti kànkan àgbà ọjọ́ ìlọmọdé yẹn á gbàgbọ́ wípé òun ti di àgbà. Now irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣòro láti bá wí. Fídíò fídíò yìí báyìí sí tó bá tún máa gbó bára báyìí táwọn yẹn bá tún máa rí oríṣiríṣi orúkọ lọ́n tún máa pè mí èmi ò dẹ̀ kí ẹ̀ ẹlòmíà sọ pé irọ́ ni kì í rí ìran gidi síyàn ṣe béèyàn tán bá rí ìran aburú sí torí pé kó lè ṣàtúnṣe kó lè pray kó dẹ̀ lè gbé ìgbésẹ̀ kó lè múra kó lè mọ ohun tó máa ṣe kí ìran má bàa ṣẹ ni bọ́tí nàìjíríà ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kàkà tó yẹ kán fèsì mẹ́sáàgì wọ́n á máa gbé messenger ṣépè wọ́n á máa attack messenger bó bá dẹ̀ wọ̀nyí náà kẹ́ má gbọ́ ìpè tó bá dẹ̀ wọ́n àwọn èèyàn kan